Aron, team's coming off a tough draw at Toronto. How's the team's mood going into Saturday's game against New England?
I think there's a little bit of frustration. I think, everybody looked at it and penciled it as a game that we could go and get 3 points. It didn't work out that way. It's not that of an easier place to go play, regardless of, them, how they're doing. It's still a tough place to play. They're still fighting for their jobs in that respect. Obviously they've had some changes going on, so there's a little bit of a shift in their camp. So, overall, we're disappointed because, it's a game that we expect to win, but, we got a point on the road, and that's something that, from that perspective, is a positive because, in previous weeks, we've struggled in that respect.
Talk about the young attackers New England has: Juan Agudelo, Diego Fagundes, Kellen Rowe, and how they'll test the fire back line on Saturday.
Yeah, they're all a handful. I think Fagundes, 10 goals already this season. Kellen Rowe, 4 or 5 goals in the last 4 or 5 games. Shows that, they're in form, they're playing with confidence. You can't afford to sleep at any moment. Juan scored already twice against us this season. So obviously, his movement off the ball, his runs in behind, obviously creating space for the other guys. Kellen's a good guy off the dribble. He's found the knack of late of getting himself into good spots. He can shoot from distance. So, we can't afford to sleep or rest. When these guys get into dangerous spots, it's down to us to make sure that we're tight, we defend hard, we don't give them time and space because they've got the ability and that they're in form and with confidence to be able to punish us.